Hello, so we have cycles closing. This is your part 2. I'm going to do a quick shuffle here. Libra's overall person's feelings. We got the Hanged Man, new perspective. Somebody's changed their view on you. I also wanted to show you my helper card for the morning. It says time, cycles. There's endings. It's evaluating. If you see towers fall too, it's also evaluating the moments that are going to lead you to your new beginning. There's a flipper I can't see here, the Fool. New beginning again. I want to check on that because there's something really ready about your last reading, like ready and powerful. It does speak of a perspective change, which whether this is you or them, right? I feel like there's many things that have been brought into light the last couple of days for you. What's changed as well? Can we do what's changed? The Nine of Pentacles, all right, with the Baroque. This is the Baroque deck. It speaks of something changing within you. There's been self-preservation. You've put yourself first. Cycles are closing. If you look, it's a very independent person. There's no coupleship in the Nine of Pentacles. Looks like you're choosing you, Libras, if this is a very intimate meeting for you. What else has changed? Thank you. We are not working slow. Knight of Pentacles. We don't do things slow anymore. I think some of you decided to have momentum in an area before where it felt lackluster, if that makes sense. So in part 2 here for the singles, being slow doesn't work for you anymore, or dealing with people with this energy. Now, you can't also ignore the fact that they're going to return. There's many people who are slow that'll come back. All right, Knight of Pentacles has changed. You don't work slow. All right, we have a couple more here. The Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You're working toward a commitment really, really slow is what I see here. Moving towards it in a way where you're committing to self. I think that you're prioritizing your week. There could be like a binder here of inclusivity, meaning the things that you're going to include in your life that just better it. I also think that that's your spirituality that speaks through the reading, and it says, I am the Hierophant. I'm also the Nine of Pentacles, but I'm also the Hierophant. So you could be looking at other religions, other things that speak to you as well. I think this torn energy is also around you. It's like what I see right now is I see that there's a massive shift. There's also a lot of major arcana if you pay attention to the falls here. Your first 2 cards were just major. So when it hits the table and it falls, you see that it's Pisces and it's Aries. Really, really interesting that you have these dynamics going on because it's just celebrating your new beginnings. When you see the 4 of Wands card now, that's the celebrations card. And it's also about gathering. You might be thinking more of this new beginning in terms of getting excited about it for my singles. We also have this time card. I drew 1 oracle because I wanted to get a definite message for you. Sometimes you only need 1 card, and that's time here. He's looking at his watch. That could be significant. Maybe some of you are like wearing watches right now, okay? To have a more conservative look or something. Maybe you want, I don't know, something new to wear. Maybe you just got a watch. It says waiting, cycles, and moments. I don't think you're doing much of waiting though. What I see here is the cycle has ended, and you're moving with time's elements right now. There's no pressure. However, you know that it's going to take time to work on something, or you know that you need to fill that time with something productive or people who are productive, okay? So let's get the messages out for love, because the next one I'm going to do is for a cycle that's beginning. It's going to be very, very different on the channel today. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you have relationships to earth signs, or they have it in their chart really, really prevalent, right? We have an offer coming in. That's been your card the last couple days. Can I see this, please? Can I check on the Ace of Pentacles? This is your bonus single, so if you're wondering what this video is, it's a bonus. What is the Ace of Pentacles? I just stretched out the reading further. Ace of Wands, it's repeating. And this is a new beginning, which is exciting. It has passion. Sometimes it's planned. Sometimes it is. There's people who want to join you on this. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, you have 2 aces, which is fantastic, by the way. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Moving towards the new, okay? I don't think you have much fear going on here because I do think that you have a couple signs that have been shown to you. Maybe even synchronicities of importance. Single. For example, I'm gonna tell you guys an example of the Ace of Wands in live format in your life. There could be a change in your routine now that gives back to you, right? It puts a coin in your hand, and you feel if you continue on the path, could be like health and wealth. It could be starting your own channel. It could be getting into a new subject. You could have gone back to school. The Ace of Wands is just rewarding you because you've chosen the new. You haven't gone back to an old person. You haven't gone back to an old thing. So I feel like that's giving back in the moment to you, okay? Can be rather surprising as well. Can I see some love too? Can I get some love going? Please and thank you. You only have 2 cards. The bottom of the deck is the 8 of Wands. I saw this in the pre-shuffle many, many times. Messages, communication, wanting to talk to you. Wheel of Fortune is up next too. And that's about destiny. Something's turning here in love. Those were your 2 cards. And, you know, I'm very, very careful when I meet with you guys in the morning because I know that these cards could stretch till the end of the day. Very few change. You get a different court card like midday is what I've noticed. Or you'll get the King of Cups sometimes at night. So the court figures will change is what I've noticed. And this is messages coming to you. We have a stack here. Also, when it flipped, I didn't see them. This is exactly what I see on the table. We got the Queen of Wands. So she's the first divine feminine energy that we see. There could be a connection to a younger person for my females, or you are the Queen of Wands today. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could even be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Libra's in your moon sign or something like that. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's 2 female energies. There's a sisterly bond as well when you see these 2 women in a reading, or you're very close to a female energy around you. One of you, you're going to be one of these, okay? Whether you're more the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Wands, or you're both. There's messages coming to these figures though. Okay, that's how I read it. There's 8 of Wands is actually going towards those figures. Let's check that. Again, you have a lot of wands here. Look at that. New beginnings and messages. You cannot beat this energy on a regular day. If you haven't felt it yet, it's coming. So let's see that communication. Can I get an overall energy here? And I'm just going to move them up. Can I get the overall energy for the person that Libra thinks of daily? Thank you. Porcupine, time for a beginner's mind is the flipper. We have a porcupine here. They protect themselves with those sharp edges all around their body, but inside they're as soft as pudding. Okay, time for a beginner's mindset. The cycle for your solar eclipse, which is on the evening of the 24th, heading into the 25th, is that new things are coming to you, whether you're masculine or feminine. You have the fire and the drive that builds up. And although there has been a protective layer on the outside, there's also a very new fiery element that's going into the Libra sign on the 25th. That's why the solar eclipse should be speaking to you if you're more of a sun. It won't affect you so much in the moon. It'll just be your feelings. If you're a Libra rising, it's going to really hit home during that time. Due to my research, it's more the sun signs that will be affected. What else are they thinking about in the animal oracle, Libra's person? Time to let go, okay? Someone is watching you in your potential and your growth, and they also know that this is the time for you to shine. That's what I see here, Queen of Wands to the Groundhog Spirit. They could be going through a repetitive cycle, or every day feels like Groundhog Day, or they work a lot, okay? That's what I see here. The numbers of significance are 48 and 31. Let's touch on to that with tarot in the last few moments here. What is the Groundhog Spirit for a Libra's person? Also, you could be dealing with another Libra. I have the Knight of Cups, the Star, and Aquarius. Okay, and the Empress. Very high vibrational. You show up today on your seat here, or shall I say your throne of abilities. Many of you are very talented. You have a lot to offer. Someone is seeing this about you too. They're recognizing that you're this star, okay? Clarification in this reading. Maybe you live with that type of high vibration when you head out on the weekends and you wear your clothes and you get dressed up, right? Somebody views you in a very high vibration. What's their next steps? This Groundhog Spirit. Again, they're also learning to let go, so your person could be in healing too. They could be 31 years old, and I also have 47 and 48. Those could be the ages of significance. And the Sun. Someone's heading toward you and also learning to match your energy. They also want to be happiness or reach happiness. Who's the Empress? Can we describe the Empress? Taurus and Libra energy. Yeah, you're showing up as a King of Pentacles on a Saturday. All right, so there's an offer coming toward you. I didn't mean to bypass the page here. Page of Pentacles is developing a bond or wanting a relationship to someone, making the most minimal offer with the Page of Pentacles. It's also skill development. And the King of Pentacles is how you show up today with the Empress and the Star. This is going to definitely be the icon of this video because I think that's the major message. There's been evolving from you. A lot of evolving, maybe even here emotional involvement in finding yourself again. You could be going back to loves from childhood. The nostalgia actually could have been something here to give back to you. That's what I'm seeing. Because if you are someone who naturally high-vibed as a child, I think hope and faith has been restored through something that you love. I'm going to repeat it one more time. I think that you restored it through something that you love. I call it the Libra loves, okay? And I wanted to do a pointed reading for you because singles is very, very requested. Also with no communication on the channel. Those are the two that you must do at least a monthly for on this channel because it's so highly requested. And you show up as a King of Pentacles. I think too, you're going to be surprised by abundance coming in or you're promoted at work. King of Pentacles is a stability card and it's also about longevity. Usually in the King of Pentacles, he has a dog that sits like right by his knee. Typically, the Light Seers has it perfect. And today you show up with a lot of that. Also on the outside, you're vibing high with Taurus and Libra energy. Let me get a card for you and let's make it an animal one. Just to do it a little different today. What's the Empress? How can we vibe with that energy? Death. There's a rebirth that's currently happening. That's why the first read is called The Sword and the Sun. Let's read it. You could be turning 39 soon, or you're heading to 39. Maybe you're 38 now. Surrender now is the message. This is very transformational. This could even be an outside transformation too. And Libra, I also feel like travel and going somewhere else is where you're going to be directed or your eye line is going to change there. It is definitely Scorpio with this moth. It's rebirthing you as well. Some of you in the comments today are going to tell me actually how that's happening for you in the 3D. As opposed to the 5D. Maybe you're connected in both. But I have 39 there. We have an Empress that could possibly be going into her 40s as well. That's a special message. And I wanted to leave you with these two. Requests are going to be happening today. So if you have a special one or you want me to do it later, I have 2 video slots for today. It's going to be a 4-day video like yesterday. I will see you in your video 3, which is a little bit later. I'll see you guys.